We are going to sketch this cafe storefront in 1-point perspective. But there are two things that urban sketchers often get wrong. Objects like the chairs and the stairs. So before we start, I'll go through a bit of theory on 1-point perspective. Now this is 1-point perspective because it has one vanishing point. And the vanishing point is at the same level, the same height on the building as the eye line. Or in this case, where the person took the photo. So you can see here I've marked with a yellow dot, that's the vanishing point. And I found the vanishing point by extending all of the angled horizontal lines in the scene to this point. And it really helps to find this point first. Now for beginners, those angled lines I talked about might need a bit more explanation. If we view a box, like a cardboard box, directly in front, we will only see these edges, or these blue lines here. So we have the horizontal lines, the X, and the vertical lines, the Y. And they're perfectly vertical and horizontal. Now, if I open the box and I look inside the box, we can see the angled horizontal lines. See those red lines there? They are actually going away from us. So they're going away from us and they show depth. That is the Z axis. So now when I look at that back face of the box, inside the box, it's actually smaller than the front face of the box. And being smaller makes it look like it's further away. So in 1-point perspective, any lines in the Y and the X axis still look perfectly vertical and horizontal, but any horizontal lines that are going away from us actually angle towards the vanishing point. So how do we use that? For example, this chair. I've simplified the chair to give it none of the curves, but it's quite boxy. But you can see here, I've put the blue lines as being the Y and the X axis, so the vertical lines and the horizontal lines that are facing us. But any horizontal line that's going away from us are in red, and so that's the Z axis giving us depth. You can see how they're angled towards that vanishing point. So that's very important when you're sketching objects in a scene with 1-point perspective, and many beginners make the mistake of giving those blue lines there angles when they shouldn't. They should have perfectly horizontal or perfectly vertical. The one condition is that objects like this are sitting parallel to the building. So if you twist the chair a little bit, it would throw off some of the rules that we talked about. So in that case, if it's close to being straight, I actually make it parallel to the building. So I'll keep those lines perfectly vertical and horizontal and just the Z-axis pointing towards the vanishing point, and change the angle of the object just a little bit so it's easier to sketch. So now I'm going to show you how to sketch it step by step. So my main shape I'm looking at is that the blue part of the building. So I'm going to start by putting the width of the building at the very bottom of my page, making sure it's even on each side. Now comparing the width to the height of that blue section, and you can see here it just falls a bit short. I'm grabbing that there and turning, and it should be very similar to what's on the reference that I have. Come across to the other side, so 4 dots for that main shape. And then let's draw a nice straight line sticking down like that, and then coming all the way down. So I'm going to go across to the other side, down to that dot. So we've got our main shape, fits on the page. Okay, now we're looking at the next main shape, is this roof section. It was about 1/3 of the height. Putting my finger there, this other side, and put another dot there. And so we come across and a dot out there. Now I'm coming to drawing these lines here. Now this is the first set of lines where they're angled horizontal lines. So that means that line is now angled, and that's the point where they took the photo. We can aim these lines to there. From here we come along and up, and then we come, now this is the X-axis on there, so it's totally flat, this back section. And then the front edge is also flat. How high is that? It's about the same height as that roof if I go up, but we need the angle pointing at the middle. See that angle there? I've got that right. So I was just testing and checking. So that line there, to show depth, needs to angle to here. We've got another point here, the other corner of this square. So if I angle that out like that, they fan out like that, that's more angled than this one. So here you go, they're flat, and then this one goes up there. We aim this one towards the vanishing point, and this should be parallel to the other line. Now the windows, 2 dots, and that's right in the middle between there. And then the next window should be the same as this width. In this corner we can see there's a dot there and here, and that angle there needs to go into the vanishing point, and that is flat because that's on the eye line, and this one's aiming up. Now we'll start breaking up the shop front in the middle. So I'm going to go across the bottom. So they go down to the bottom of this one and then angle up. So here, the yellow lines here show those angled horizontal lines that give us depth. So I'm thinking about all the top edges of the chairs angling towards the vanishing point. So now across these dots here, that's the top of the chair. So let's draw that top of one of the chairs angling towards here. I have these two dots. That's that second yellow line aiming towards there. That gives that angle here. Now we come to the base here where you sit on. The horizontal line here, because it's parallel to the building, it should be horizontal like all these ones. That's the x-axis there, and the back edge as well, angle there, and that back angle. So those are the depth lines. But we've also got the legs. The bottom of all the chairs should still line up. So all those should line up towards there. So the top of the chairs, they're all flat. So you can see those yellow lines are aimed towards the vanishing point. We have this section here. See how angled that is? Really angled. But then the front of the chair, straight. And so now we can add the chair legs straight down. So we've done the chairs and the stairs using the perspective. So we'll do these windows. Support stone here. And these lines here in the x-axis, so they're all perfectly horizontal. So I'm going to go back and forth, and so each of those stairs angle towards the vanishing point. 1, 2, 3, and this would be almost vertical, horizontal like this. And that's where we get that depth. I'm just going to do a wavy line across. And just there put a little rectangle, go across like this. When we go back from here to there, we angle towards this. So really angle back there. That's another thing pointing towards the vanishing point. We have that cane blind. R-E-G-L-A-R. And hold your pen a bit lighter here. R. Brickwork, decorations. Electrical wire, I like those kind of things. I'm going to use my ruler here. We're closed. The first colour we're going to use is the bright blue. So I have turquoise on the shop front. Burnt umber, and then a little bit of Payne's grey. Right across there. You could leave little white bits for snow. I'll add in the burnt sienna, and then a touch of cadmium red. It's a nice orangey reddy look. Yellow ochre for these little blinds. Lemon yellow. Alizarin crimson. See that red there? That looks better. The chairs are pink, so we have rose for pink. I'm going to make this chair rose. Use Payne's grey. By the side here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of burnt sienna to my burnt umber. So that's the first step, to paint everything in a light wash. Now we're going to add shadows after it's dry. Ultramarine with a touch of rose. It'll come along just slightly off to the right like that. Then here, there's gaps between which we can add with our white pen. Big stroke through there. Dark inside there. So I'm adding my shadow down to halfway. Underneath the chairs. Burnt sienna and cadmium red mix. Quite random and interesting. On the roof, a little stroke and a few dots. Add some splatters for interest. I'm drawing a line for the stairs there. Now I have my Uniball Signo white pen, and I'm holding my pen very vertical to get that ball rolling. Let's add some snow. So that's how I sketch this cafe in front view using 1-point perspective, making all the lines come into this point, all the lines in depth. If you want the full tutorial, which is quite a bit longer and easier to follow, it's over on my Patreon membership where I post all my full tutorials. There's actually over 150 other tutorials there, which you can access once you join my membership. Plus you get access to my beginner's course, go through how to use a pen and a brush. So if you're thinking of starting this as a hobby, it's a great place to start. You can also post your sketch in my community and ask me any question, which is helpful for people who are beginners. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.